I just finished up my first ever 70-mile week in preparation for 2 5K races in July. In this video, I'll talk about how I built up to it and what my training looked like. My name is Ramin, I'm obsessed with running, obsessed with training, and I'm excited to share my running journey with you guys. Welcome to the Critical Speed. I'm racing 2 5K races in July, one on July 13th organized by Koreatown Running Club, and it's called Cease and Desist. It's an unsanctioned relay race that takes place from downtown LA all the way to Santa Monica Pier. And the other one is on July 30th, Twilight 5000. It's a track event that is put together by Tracksmith. In preparation for these 2 5K events, I averaged around 50-55 miles a week throughout a month or two, and then I peaked at 70 miles a week. To achieve 70 miles a week, I introduced a bunch of double sessions throughout the week, as well as a moderate long run in the weekend. Let's dive into actual workouts. June 23rd on Monday, 6 miles easy, just around the block. It was kind of hot, and it was just to get my legs ready for a little bit harder workout at night. At night I did a track session where I focused on threshold intervals, so it was 6 repeats of 1K on and 1K off, and that off was still relatively fast. So this kind of workout is called alternating kilometers, inspired by famous Italian coach Renato Canova. So that was continuous 12K of tempo work, shall we call it. I really don't want to be here, but I have to. Easy runs honestly are like some of the hardest runs for me to get motivated for, because you get excited about the track workout, you get excited about group runs or long runs because there's some challenge, there's some sort of obstacle there. But I'm still getting out the door and telling myself that I have to be here and I need to get these miles in no matter how I feel, especially after a pretty hard workout yesterday. I did 12K tempo. Hopefully by the end of the run I feel better than I feel now. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Slowly getting used to the pace. Legs are opening up. Just gotta keep moving. Left foot, right foot. Left foot, right foot. Left foot, right foot. Keep moving, baby. In the early afternoon at around 2 p.m. I did a treadmill session for 40 minutes, just ran 5 miles at 8:30 pace. And I know that doing a session earlier in the day kind of helps me to do better in the evening. So I just came back home from the gym session, and first thing you're supposed to do is eat a lot of food. That's the key with double sessions, is that you really need to eat a lot in between the sessions, and you need to eat a lot the night before. The time has come, the hardest workout of the entire block. I put it on calendar actually maybe a couple months ago, and already back then I was kind of terrified because it's 3x2K at approximately 5K pace. Start maybe a little bit slower at 8K pace and then progress over the workout towards 5K pace and maybe even faster at the end. But it already feels pretty brutal on paper. I think last week I did similar workout where I did 4x1 mile, and it did feel pretty hard, but I know that adding extra 400 meters, even though we're doing only 3 reps instead of 4, adding extra 400 meters makes a huge difference. It's like around 80-85 seconds of extra work when you're already super fatigued. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. This one scares me, and this is why I'm actually here, because it scares me and I choose to do it. I'll have a bunch of people running with me. I'll be chasing my training partner, Han. Shout out to Han. So I'll try to hold on to his wheel as much as I can, and we'll see how it goes.
But me and I look like those zombies. I tried not to.
I did too, so let's
I'm so dead. This was one of the hardest workouts I've done in the last couple months. 3 repeats of 2K, cut down from around 8K pace down to 5K. I closed the last 2K in like 5:30-ish, and that felt brutal. It's a rolling terrain, kind of up and down, up and down. It felt hard. But what actually made it a little bit easier is that I was chasing someone. If he wasn't there, like, I would definitely, I think at some point would slow down and check out, but my ego didn't let me slow down. I didn't want to get gapped by my guy, so I was just chasing him and hoping that, you know, I can stick to him. But he did a killer effort. He's getting into really good shape, and I'm trying to follow. I hated the workout, but I'm glad I did it.
It's so weird. It's so uncomfortable to hold the camera and run. I've never done this kind of stuff, so it's all very new to me. I'm just hoping to share good quality training content, share my journey, my failures, my successes, but also empower some of you guys.
Friday I did a double, an easy double, so I ran 7 miles on a treadmill. I was feeling so incredibly hungry. I captioned my Strava, I'm about to eat 5 buns from bakery. And I finished off the Friday with another 5-mile run just a few hours later, just moving the legs around. On Saturday, this was the last run of the week, I did 15 miles with my team where we previewed the course which we are gonna race on July 13th. As I mentioned earlier, it's an unsanctioned race, so every team gets to choose their own route as long as you pass through specific checkpoints. You can take any turns you want, you can go any street you want as long as you end up in the next checkpoint to pass the baton to the next guy. So on Saturday, my teammates and I, we ran almost 15 miles from downtown LA to Santa Monica just to preview the course and just to get a better idea of what our route is gonna look like. So that was a fun experience, and we ended up on a beach playing some frisbee.
It's a happy ending.
This training block went much better than I originally expected, and I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm super excited to race Cease and Desist on July 13th, and I'll provide an update to you guys soon. Stay wicked.